I am here with Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Red Robin for Batman Unlimited.
Not the fast food chain.
Not the fast food chain.
Right.
This is, aside from another iconic character that you voice, of course,
Right.
Red Robin is in a similar age range. So how do you avoid running into similar territory?
I trust the, if I get in my head too much about, oh my God, does this character sound like, another character that I've played? I trust the character design, the visuals, the writing, the story, and the direction to keep me in a totally different zone. Mm-hmm. And yeah, sure, if you took the picture away, and you listen to characters side by side, I'm sure they're similar. But I think there's an attitude and a background to a character that makes it different enough.
Totally.
Yeah, that I don't think anybody's going to be paying attention.
Yeah.
I try not to pay attention, otherwise I'll get in my head about it.
Do you have any, or did you have any personal attachment to like the Batman universe before going into this?
Hugely so. I grew up with it. Okay. Although to be totally honest, when I first started doing Batman Unlimited, back in my comic reading history, I wasn't reading a lot of Batman, during that whole, Death of Robin,
sure.
the Jason Blood, Tim Drake, Grayson, all the different, Nightwing and incarnations of Robin.
Sure.
So I actually had to go back and do a little research. I'm like, I gotta find out where Red Robin, lives in this, what part of the world he is, and exactly which is the right. Okay, Tim Drake is Red. Okay, got it. So I didn't have as much investment in that part. I just trusted that they cast me because they felt that I fit their version of Red Robin that they wanted. But I did want to make sure that I knew exactly where I fit in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're looking at a character on a page, or when you're just looking at writing, how do you then find the voice that fits the right thing for that?
I get as much as I can out of the script. And if they've sent you, a good part, a good scene to look at, or good character description, there's a fair amount of information there. And then I just got to go with my gut. I got to put whatever part of me, resonates with the script into it, and then I trust that it's either right for what they're looking for, or it's way off.
Yep.
And yeah, trust is a huge part of this.
Yeah.
That is not always easy.
Yeah.
Because I want everyone.
Yeah.
You
like all the voices that you're going with, and
and I want all the characters I audition for.
Sure.
But I know that a bunch of them are just not going to be right for them.
How often is it that you go in with a few different character voice ideas and ends up with the one you thought least likely?
That happens occasionally, but not as often as you'd think. Just because they'll bring me, when I send in an audition, because a lot of these often, I'm not even in the room with the director, for the first time around. Sometimes for a callback, maybe, but I'll go with whatever I think is going to be best, and if they don't like that, I'm not in the room for them to go, hey, could you try this other thing? They just go on to the next person until they find the right thing.
Sure.
If I do get cast, then often on the first day we'll spend some time honing it, but it'll stay in about the same zone. It might get a little younger, a little older, or a little more snarkier, a little gruffer, or whatever. But that's just tweaks usually.
How often in the recording room do you get to actually sit down with the rest of the ensemble and record as a group?
Not as often as I would like.
Yeah.
But with stuff like this, they usually try to get at least several people in at the same time. We didn't get to do a huge cast record for Batman Unlimited because getting all those people together, all those actors, with their schedules, is tough. Plus, the more actors you put in a room, the less likely it. Wes Gleason, the director, the voice director, is great.
Yeah.
But I feel bad that most of his time is spent. When you've got people in the room like DiMaggio and Will Friedle and Roger and Dave B. Mitchell and me, and we just like to, we like to tell stories, and we like to talk to each other, and we like to make jokes, and we like to make fun of the script, and we like to make fun of the characters, and poor Wes has to wrangle us. So the more actors you get in there, the more difficult it can become at times. But also I found that the better performances you get.
Totally.
But yeah, when you have actors actually talking to each other and responding to what's happening in the moment, you can't help but get better
acting off
performances.
Of something instead of acting off the page.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. Pleasure to meet you, man.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your time.
As well. Yeah.